Welcome children to my channel Cyber Physics. Today I am going to give you some idea on gravitational force. I shall complete this chapter 3 to 4 to 5 lectures. Today I am giving you idea of gravitation. First, all you know that idea of gravitation means basic idea of gravitation. You know, when a body is thrown upward direction, a body is thrown upward direction, it is under gravity or under gravitation by earth, it is falling again. We are holding huge amount of atmosphere in our system. This is due to gravity. Otherwise we should not get any oxygen or carbon dioxide, whatever may be gas, we should not get. Similarly, a satellite moving surrounding the earth, due to gravitational force by earth on the satellite, that will provide centripetal force to move in a circular orbit. Similarly, we are standing on earth due to pull by the earth, that is gravity. So many when any ripe fruits falling from tree on the ground, that is due to gravity. So many natural phenomena can be explained with the help of gravitational force. Now question is, what is the law of gravitation? If we consider, suppose you are considering two bodies, one is M1, other one is M2, distance is d, then gravitational force is G M1 M2 by d square. That means gravitational force proportional to product of the masses and inversely proportional to distance square. Now G is constant. You know G is constant, and this G does not depend on mass, does not depend on mass, does not depend on mass and position, shape and media present and media. Now this gravitational force always attractive in nature, conservative. Conservative means it is following the inverse square law, or the inversely proportional to the square of the distance. It follows the inverse square law. That means with this force field, a gravitational potential is elected. That we will learn in class 11. Now children, this gravitational force is applicable for every bodies in this universe. Wherever you go, if the mass is same and distance is same, gravitational force will be remain same. It does not depend on where you are placing the body. Now children, law of gravitation already I am teaching you, that is gives to you. State that 2 marks you will get, and law of gravitation helping you to get the consideration. That means M1 M2 and the distance, so that is the formula. Now this G, you know the force is Newton unit. G, that is the kg square, that is meter square. So unit of G will be Newton meter square kg to the power minus 2. Its value is coming 6.67 10 to the power minus 11. Numerical value is coming like this. So properties, law of gravitation, I have taught you properties of gravitational force. Two properties at least you tell, that is attractive in nature, conservative nature, and weakest. There are so many force field: nuclear force field, gravitational force field, magnetic force field and electrical force field. This force field is the weakest among all. So gravitational force field is weakest force field in the physics. Now after that I am teaching you, that is the properties of, I have told, prove G equal to Gm by r square. Now children, with the help of this I am teaching you these two. Now properties prove G. Now suppose there is the earth. Mass of the earth is m, body m, distance is r, So gravitational force F equal to G small m by capital M by R square. Now since this force is acting on mass m, so a acceleration will act downward direction, and weight of the body, this is weight of the body. By weight means any weight of the body mg equal to G small m capital M by R square. You cancel, then you are getting G equal to Gm by R square. That means acceleration due to gravity of a planet, acceleration due to gravity of a planet depends on mass, G proportional to mass and inversely proportional to radius square. Now there are some planets whose mass, like for example Jupiter, mass is huge mass, so radius also more than Earth, so huge radius, less radius, more mass, that means G is more. Now for the moon, mass is less in comparison to Earth, radius also is less, so in moon the acceleration due to gravity is less, 1/6 of the value of the Earth. So with the help of this number 2, we are getting so many numericals when we are giving data to compare the acceleration due to gravity between the planets. Now G, this formula is very important, and from this formula in book exam or board exam 2 to 3 marks will be given for reduction. So at that condition you tell, suppose there is Earth, any body pulled by the Earth or any planet, that is weight with respect to that planet. Weight is measured by the spin balance. Now mass, and this is the mass of the Earth, then there is a gravitational force, that is a gravity force, both are equally, name is different, so you are getting Gm by R square, sorry Gm by R square, okay. Now this G is not constant, now G is not constant, G varies with the depth, G varies with the height. Let us see how G varies with the height. How G varies with the height? What will you do? Again I shall revise from the very beginning. First, this is the Earth at a height h, a body is kept at a height h. At a height h, at height h, a body is kept, a body of mass m is kept. Now children, what is the gravitational force? You write down G capital M small m by distance square. Distance, this is R and this is h, so distance will be R plus h whole square. Now this force will act as a mh, that is a force of gravity. So you are getting Gm small m R plus h whole square. Then you are getting Gh equal to you cancel, you are getting Gr square R plus h whole square. Clear? Now if you take the common R square, Gr square, you take R square common, 1 plus h by R whole square, R square cancel, then G equal to 1 plus h by R minus 2, you are going numerator side, so you are getting G equal to 1 minus 2 h by R. Here it is some problem in the, so in mathematics 1 plus x to the power n, if you expand and if you expand hard term and neglect, then it is coming 1 plus nx when x less than 1. So this is n minus 2 into x h by r, so you are getting this value. But children, when you are doing numericals, so this formula don't use, this formula use for the numericals. I shall do numericals later on. This channel will help you on numerical as well as theory, so combination is very important for learning physics. Now from the beginning again I am telling, so there is a gravitational force, that is the weakest force, conservative in nature and very attractive in nature. And law of gravitation, already I have told, law of gravitation depends on product of the masses, inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them. This force field is conservative nature. Why conservative? Conservative force field, work done does not depend on path. Conservative force. that is gravitational force. Gravitational force. Force field, conservative field, work done does not depend on path. Does not depend on path. Children, question number 5 and question number 6. These are extra added with this chapter. The intentionally I have added beyond this NCERT textbook because those are appearing for NTSC exam or any competitive exam, or those are thinking that in 11 they will take science in the long run and they will appear for any competitive exam like AIEEE or a NET. Especially this channel has developed for their purpose. They should exclude these 5 and 6 from their syllabus, from their study. It is not for them, but in general I am covering NCERT, at the same time extra physics I am doing for their benefit. Children, if you think that this channel is helpful to you, or it is helping in direct way or direct way, then you subscribe my channel. So whenever important video is uploaded, it will directly reach to you, and you suggest me how to develop this channel so that maximum benefit you are getting from any corner of India or outside India. Now I am teaching you the last one, that is G varies with depth. So if you go to the mine or if you go to the top of the mountain, both cases G is not constant, G varies. Already G is maximum 9.8 meter per second square in SI system at the pole, but not at the equator. At the equator this value is less. Now children, one thing I am telling you, that how G varies with depth. Let us see how G varies with the depth. Let us do some problem, then you will get the benefit. And now one numerical I shall do. What formula I am used? With the help of this I am doing some numericals. Now how G varies with, now variation of G with depth. Variation of G with depth. Suppose a body is placed at a depth d from the surface of the earth. A body is placed at a depth d from the surface of the earth. Now this portion will produces gravitational force. Mass of that small portion, that is C A and that is A prime. So the mass of A prime will produce gravitational force. Now children, density of earth equal to mass of the earth by volume. It is spherical nature, volume is 4 by 3 pi r cube. Now gravitational force F equal to, you are getting mgd equal to gravitational force, you write down m by r minus d whole square. You put, now then here you are getting m prime equal to volume you are getting this 4/3 pi r cube and m by 4/3 pi r cube. Then again you are getting 4 third pi r cube. So if you put all at this equation, then you are getting g suffix d equal to g r minus d whole square, and you are getting this r minus d whole cube by r cube into m. You are getting g r square r minus d by r cube. Ultimately you are getting 1 minus g d by r. So at depth d, this is the, you see this is reduced. That means acceleration due to gravity is reduced. So when d equal to r at center, gd equal to 0. So this subject physics is not very tough, but students, when you are starting this subject, you are avoiding numericals. Means from the first time when you are 9-10, if you give minimum numericals, your analytical level or depth will gradually weaken. So my suggestion is that every day you study, you involved in the subjects, you do some numericals regular basis. If you fail to do all the numericals, then you take help from different channels and from your teacher. But if you practice regularly, I think you will be very strong and stronger in the long run. Don't lose confidence in this subject. So this is the topics I have discussed with you. First, idea of gravitation. Gravitation is a very important force in nature. Now, this force, due to this force we are standing, we are teaching you, or anything on the earth surface is moving. But if once gravity is zero, then you will fly tangentially in a particular direction. Now, law of gravitation force on which factor depends already I have told you. Properties of the gravitational force I have told you, it is the weakest, conservative, and this force is applicable everywhere. And on which factor depends already I have told you. Now I have proved that, I have shown that g equal to gm by r square. I have derived this formula because in this formula it is very easy. First to place the body at the surface of the earth, then we calculate gravitational force, and this gravitational force for any planet pull on the any body, that is the weight, that is mass into acceleration. On this factor you are getting g equal to this topic. Now children, you always remember g is not constant, it depends on the shape of the earth. You know at the equator radius is more, and for pole to pole radius is less. So g is more at the pole, less at the equator. So our weight will be minimum at the equator and maximum will be at the pole. At the same time, due to rotation of the earth, and there is a centrifugal force will act outwardly, that is a non-inertial frame, earth is rotating with this acceleration. As a result, our pull by the earth towards the center will be reduced, hence g will be reduced due to rotation of the earth. And variation of g I have with height I have done, variation of the g with the depth I have done, and rotation I am not doing. I should write down the formula next class. And escape velocity, artificial satellite, geostationary satellite, all things just introduced. I should not derive any formula because beyond the syllabus of the class 9. So you don't worry that the syllabus will be burdensome for you. But you remember that this is the syllabus already. I have started. I am covering the NCERT based syllabus. At the same time, different reference book I am consulting. I am taking question answer from different reference book. I am helping you so that you will get maximum information on this every topic. And at the last one, when the syllabus is completed, weekly I am doing 2 classes for Cbse 9. And if you follow Satellite Physics channel every week, then you are getting new video every week, every day. So thank you for today. Again I am meeting within 2 or 3 days for you. Next, most probably you are getting your video class 9 Cbse board in Tuesday and Thursday. Okay, Thursday you are getting video and Tuesday. So every Tuesday and Thursday, if you follow my channel and tell your friend circle to follow, then you will get gradually so many information on different topics. Thank you all.